All right, everyone, welcome back for another episode of Carnivore Trade. Today's Monday, January 13th, 2025. If you're not done so already, please give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And come find me on carnivoretrades.com for swing trading alerts, analysis, and live day trading. Don't forget to check out, a lot of you guys have been asking me about it, and I had to release it on a Saturday, which isn't what I really normally would have liked to have done, but I did my 2024 recap and 2025 outlook. Sorry, I was just trying to find it there. It's right there on the channel. I'll put it at the end of the video for you guys there if you want to check that out. I released it on Saturday. In a perfect world, I would have released it on Thursday last week when the market was closed, but you know, life things happen. So, but I did get that out if you want to check it out. Anyway, let's get into it today. So, is there a low in place? Maybe. We'll see. I would have felt better if we had hit some other numbers that I had kind of calculated out and some levels that we were looking at, namely kind of like this ES trend line here and, you know, a 5,800 test. But, you know, to me, I would call this like a poor low, right? We just kind of gapped down, went sideways, and then kind of floated up. There wasn't really a VIX spike. There wasn't really a standout pivot. Like if we look at the futures, there was no like boom like this and then like a sharp like V shape. So kind of a poor low, and we didn't really quite hit certain numbers I wanted to hit, namely that trend line there. So maybe we'll see a little bit more downside. Maybe we could see them sweep the low on CPI. And I think right now we're starting to see people get a little warm and fuzzy right now, right? We came back to 580. And especially if we close green, you're going to see a lot of people start calling the low. I think I'm already starting to see that a little bit. So maybe they do need to sweep that one more time. And by the way, this would be normal price activity, right? Gap down, low swept right there. Gap down, low basically touched, you know, steep retrace. Hard retrace right here. These lows looked like crap. And they retraced twice and they ended up breaking out. So yeah, you could, I mean, maybe it is the low because you know, everybody's looking for the V shape. Everybody's looking for that big flush. And you know, sometimes you don't get it. One thing I do know right now is that you know we're pinned to 580, and that's been sitting there all day long. But yeah, 575 held. Everybody's fabled gap that everybody's obsessed with held. I don't really like gaps when they fill. Just so you know. I'm totally counter to that theory, that school of thought. By the way, that's all the material that is in the course, Essentials course, that's 40% off currently on the website. Gaps is like one of the things that I really covered in the revisions this do around here. So go check that out. It's available till the 17th, 40% off. But I just don't like when they fill. I just seen so many times where when they fill, that's the end of it. And they don't work like they used to. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when I started, when you would buy a gap fill and it would go right back up. It doesn't do it anymore, right? Because everybody knows about them now. Technical analysis is so saturated now. So some of these concepts don't work the way they used to. Like head and shoulders, right? Look at how many chances we had to break this. 3. Like, I mean, this should just be quick. Like, it should not really take that much to get through that. And hey, it might even be about to fail. We close above that neckline. That's a failure. So, you know, on Friday, hell is coming. Monday, low is in, right? That's where everybody's going. I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. I'm just taking it level to level right now and just, it's been working out here. I didn't even take a single trade today, though. I know we had some people in the room get long around 58.30 to 40. Was kind of just looking for a little bit more consolidation myself. We didn't get that. The one thing I will say is, again, this is kind of a weak like rebound here. It looks like a bear retrace, but at least we're basing here. Whereas we looked at some of the other like squeezes that's taking place. Like look at there's not building support on the way down, right? Just going straight up. I guess that's a positive. But I would say 585 is really your big squeeze level on SPY. If we can break that, then we should see a lot more upside. But right now, I'm just going to leave the jury open. Volume's light. We've got PPI tomorrow, CPI Wednesday, of course, OPEX. We got bank earnings this week at the end of the week. I do think we put in some type of a low by the end of this week, though, if we haven't already. So, and then we'll just kind of go from there. Another thing I want to say, the room, just reading the room, things got really bearish over the weekend. And even I'm like, my base case was up into Jan, correction Q1, Q2-ish. That kind of got front ran in December. So I missed that kind of part here. But I will say, it's not out of the question here. And this is important. I want everybody to pay attention here. It's not out of the question. I know you're going to laugh, but we could make new highs. Why? Does anybody think we can right now? Look at this trend line here, right? What is stopping this from just doing that? Right? There's really nothing. Additionally, if you look at, let's just say the QQQ right now, everybody, oh, we're falling off a cliff. It's all this is all the progress bears have made in 5 weeks. We have had a fat whopping test of the 20 MA on the weekly. And you can make a case that's a bull flag right there. So don't rule it out. My thesis over the last couple of weeks up until recently was that we could go up and make a new nominal high and then roll over. And I mean, maybe it happens here. Maybe it just happens from 5,800 instead of 5,950. So don't rule out. The market is designed to make the most amount of people look like fools as possible, right? So bulls looked foolish here, and now bears are getting really confident, but they haven't really done much. There's been zero follow through here on this. So again, I'm just going to lean more neutral. I do think we'll get a tradable low this week, though. But I think bears, I know bears are still in control until at least we get above. I'm just going to say 585 SPY. So I said a lot there, but there's a lot to cover. I talked about this as well. So if you've been following. I mean, like it couldn't have been even more perfect here. The only thing is we didn't get 4-hour oversold. I would have liked to just hit that 4-hour 200 MA, hit the 4-hour oversold, but we did get the overthrow of the falling wedge, 500 hit, and it's getting defended. So we'll see if that if we can follow through. Apple may be finally starting to wake up. By the way, stonk buyback window is reopens on the 24th. So just keep that in mind. But Apple, hanging in there. It's trying. Buyers are starting to come in. Tesla was pretty good today too. I think, Tesla green. So certain sectors like XLV, up nicely. XLF, nicely green, and obviously XLE. So there was some strength here. Look at KRE. So no follow through on the bear sell. XHB even strong. With rates, well, I thought rates were, ripping higher. Why is XHB going up? So anyway, Q's holding 5. Let's just say 500. Let's just say 510 is the squeeze for now. Below that, I'm just going to say like 495, but there's some at 497 too. These are just short-term levels. IWM here. Here's another thing too. IWM again holding the 618. It's holding. I mean, right? Like it's hanging in there. You get rid of that, and you can go down here to the lows. I mean, trend line 200 MA 618. What more do you want? So I mean, there's definitely things getting into some serious levels. Diamond, no follow through on the bear sell, up 70 basis points today. Classic WV pattern intraday as well, and right into that trend line right there, 420 level. I told you guys weeks ago to watch 420. I said we're probably not going to get much through that. So we're hitting some certain things here. And again, if we go over, I've been talking about this as well, percent of stocks above 50 MA. I mean, this is in the basement here. Everybody's harping about the breadth and the breadth and the breadth. But yeah, when it's at a low, though, it's usually closer to capitulation, right? When it's at a high, it could be a warning sign. But when you're at the lows here, you're usually kind of contrarian. So we're definitely starting to get there. I would really just like I would really like to see a sweep though. Maybe later this week. I just don't really like the structure of how that low looks. SMH came off the lows today as well, down 1.25. NVDA down 2.37. AMD with a nice pop though, up 1%. IGV, kind of just pinch here, hit the 100 MA. That may get a bounce there. So that's actually looking pretty good. Transports again, nicely green. A good move there, but still kind of inside of that bear flag range. It's got to break above 16.2. All right, and then if we flip over to rates here, twos flat to positive. Again, essentially we're pricing in no rate cuts right now. 5s, 10s, and 30s all still strong. But I think this is really top heavy going into that inflation data, as you know. Really top heavy. Also, ceasefire looks like it's going to happen pretty soon with Gaza. I think that's bullish bonds. And I don't know, oil's not really reacting, but it looks like that is going to happen. So we'll see. But anyway, yeah, XHB, no follow through on the bull sell or on the bear sell. We'll see if it can get going. VNQ, again, it hit support. We talked about this level Friday. There it is. A good bounce. To see IWM peaking above and going green here. So yeah, let's see if they give us a little pop here. Again, XLF strong in the day, holding the 100 MA. KRE, KBE strong, and broker dealers flat, but nice tail candle there. Oil still very strong. You do a pivot high here, but it's holding 78 for now. It is a little overbought. I'm not doing anything with it here. It is a little stretched though. XLE, another strong day. My Exxon finally moving a little bit here. We got XOP, another high, so another daily higher high. And OIH trying to base here and flag. So energy looking good. I see the IWM inching up now. There's CCJ still hanging on that 48. It's got to hold 48, I think. Otherwise, it's in trouble. There's no support here. So down to probably like 44. Be a little careful with these, with the uranium right now. I'm not really loving the charts here. Nat gas. Big gap in crap here, but it did make new highs. So it's trying to hold above 4, but again, there's just a lot of supply up here, I think. But NG still pretty strong despite being red. Dollar, again, another higher high there. It's getting a little tired, though. Gold back inside of the wedge here. This is just wedging up and tightening. So I do like the pattern there. Silver, platinum, and palladium all backing off, but I think these are starting to set up here as well. We're starting to see something there, and then copper here, also green on the day. Nice breakout of that trend line, just because of the contracts. But there you go. Maybe a little W there. So good bounce for copper, and I love when I see this type of stuff. So I'm telling you guys to watch out for this. Like when you're in a tight range for a while, what did I say? The breaks, oftentimes they're fake, right? That's a beautiful liquidity grab there on Bitcoin. Spike it and then boom, V-shape, continuation, ABC, boom. So Bitcoin acting well for now. I don't think it gets much past that 100 MA if it were to go down there like right away. We'll see what it does tomorrow. You definitely ran some stops out for sure today. So I do like that as well for markets. All right, so let's see what we got here. Little pop into the end of the day. It's ES. Yes, we're about to hit resistance. Yeah, we're about to hit a little bit of resistance here. We'll see what we get tomorrow. We've got PPI at 8:30. That will move the market. CPI will move it more. You can make a case you got a low here. No follow through for the bears. And 100 MA is holding. Excuse me. 100 MA is usually the hallmark of a bull market, right? When you're in a bull trend, that 100 MA usually holds up when tested. So we'll see what we get. I'll watch 585 though on SPY. If they get through that tomorrow, I think we get more of a squeeze. So anyways, I'll wrap it up here. You guys take care. Don't forget to come find me on carnivoretrades.com. I'll see you guys all tomorrow.